Today is actually Tuesday, October 6th, but I'm posting this tomorrow, the 7th. So we'll say this is Wednesday, October 7th. And so what class is going to be today is all about thread the needle. This is for you, Tom, so different thread the needle variations so that you don't always have to go down on the floor and be so bendy and crazy twisting like a pretzel. There's all different kinds of variations, and you can do thread the needle more than just with your arms, you do it with your legs as well. So that's what the whole class is going to be, is just thread the needle variations with the arms and the legs. So I do have a chair handy to show some things using the chair with thread the needle. I also have a couple of stacked blankets to help, and I also have a block. So if you have any of those, have them close by. If you don't have any of those, stack a couple of towels, stack some books, a couple pillows, whatever you would have, just to raise the floor up to you, to make getting into the postures a little bit more comfortable. Because again, yoga is not supposed to hurt. You want to feel the stretch, you want to feel a little bit of a pull, but you don't want anything to hurt. So go ahead, grab a seat. Sit however is comfortable. And bring your eyes to close. Yes, and here comes my Maggie, wants to play right now. Bring the outside, let the outside world go. And bring your awareness onto yourself and onto your breathing. And so my quote today is the quote I used earlier in class today, which today was our first class back, which felt so good to see my ladies. I just loved it. So yeah, it was a great day. So the quote for today is, take your attention away from the lack and focus on the abundance. Think about what is working, not what is not working. Take your attention away from the lack and focus on abundance. Think about what is working, not what's not working. And I think that's so true. Again, I hate to always focus on COVID, quarantine, whatever, but you know, like right now, we're all missing things that we used to do, whether it be going to yoga class, whether it be going out for dinner, whether it be hugging a family member, hugging a friend. I know today when I saw the girls at class, I just wanted to hug everybody, and I'm like, oh, air hug still. So yes, we're all missing those things, and they're all things we are lacking right now. However, turn that around and say, okay, what do I have right now? So today I went to class, and I had these beautiful ladies there that came to be there for yoga class, and that made my heart feel so full. I'm feeling healthy. I have a roof over my head. So there's all kinds of little and maybe big things that we have in abundance. We have our loved ones with us. We have fresh air to breathe. We're not battling forest fires. So try to turn what you think you're lacking. I'm not saying you're not lacking things. We all are. But try to turn it around to see, like, what is the abundance you have? What do you have that you're so grateful for? Focus on that instead. Take a couple more breaths here. And then keep your eyes closed and just begin to do some big shoulder rolls. Big, big, big. Roll those shoulders up and back and down and around. Since we're going to be doing a lot of stuff with our arms today and our shoulder involvement, we're just going to begin by rolling them. And then roll forward as well. Nice big rolls forward. And then come back to neutral. Just shrug those shoulders way up to your ears. Shrug them way back. And then drop them down. And then one more time, shrug those shoulders way up. Shrug them way back. And then drop them down. Shake it out a little bit. And then I'm just going to start this over. And then inhale, reach those arms out and up overhead. Exhale your heart, hands on down to your heart. And again, inhale, reach out and up. Exhale your hands on down. One more time, inhale, reach those arms out and up. Exhale your hands on down. Close your eyes, set your intention for today's practice. And then release the hands. Blink the eyes to open. And just take your arms out to a T. Cross the right arm on top and wrap your arms back. So just doing this, you're sort of threading the needle again. If you can't reach the arms, hands all the way back to the shoulders, reach them, just hold the elbows or the back of the upper arm. But again, you're still stretching the back of that shoulder muscle. So just hang out here, take a breath or two. And then release the arms back out to a T. Cross the left arm on top, wrap the arms back again. So you're threading the needle on the other side. Release the arms back on out. Exhale those arms on down. And then inhale that right arm up and go ahead and lean over to your left. Just because the side body stretch feels good, it feeds into the shoulder for creating more space when you're doing thread the needle. And then inhale, come up, lower that arm down. Inhale that other arm up, lean to the right side. Inhale, come back up, exhale that arm on down, shake it on out. Then go ahead and take your right hand, take it to the outside of that left leg. Left arm's gonna come behind you. You're just gonna twist off to the left. So you're wringing out that spine. And then if you can't, release that right arm straight on out. And then see if you can wrap that arm back. Maybe you're reaching the hand back to that shoulder. So again, you're getting that stretch across the back of that shoulder. Maybe it grabs onto the shoulder, maybe it just reaches. It's totally fine as long as you're reaching back. Then straighten that arm out in an inhale and slowly untwist on the exhale. Shimmy it out a little bit. Go ahead and twist off to your left or to your right now with your left hand on the outside of the right thigh. Right hand goes behind. Twist off to the right. And then inhale that left arm straight out across. And then see if you can bend at the elbow and reach that hand back. It's a big stretch. You'll feel it really pull across the shoulder. That's what we want. And again, if you can't grab that shoulder, no worries. Just keep reaching that arm out and back. Inhale, extend that arm. Exhale, untwist. Go ahead and shimmy it out a little bit. Excuse me. And then go ahead and stack your elbows on top of each other. Right arm is the one on top. And then you're going to lower those arms on down. And then like you're moving through resistance or quicksand, raise those arms on up. Keeping those forearms stacked. So it's going to come like right in front of your face, maybe a little higher depending on how long your arms are. Keep resisting as you're holding them up. Again, it's activating those shoulder muscles like the same thing we do with thread your needle. And then on the next inhale, or exhale rather, resist coming down. Take a breath in here. Breath out. Now go ahead and inhale, resist up, resist, resist, resist. When you get to the top, take a couple breaths there, still keep resisting, firing up those shoulders. Keep breathing, keep breathing. And then next exhale, go ahead and resist down. Release the arms, shake it out. Oh, that makes my arms tired when I do that one. I don't know why. Okay, arms are coming back out to a T again. Cross the right arm on top. Bend at the elbows so that the forearms come together. So it's going to look like that, okay? Then you are just going to raise your elbows up a little bit. So they're like parallel, raise them up a little bit, or maybe a lot of it, whatever is good for you, raise them up. And just hold it there again. So it's another form of thread your needle. It's not going quite as far. You don't have to come down onto your shoulder, but it's still activating those same muscles. And then lower down on an inhale, exhale, release, and drop the arms down. Go ahead and shake it on out. Same thing, other side, arms out to a T. Cross the left arm on top. Bend at the elbows to bring the forearms together again. And then you're going to raise those elbows up a smidge, or a lot of smidge, and then just hold it there and breathe. Inhale, lower the arms down. Exhale, reach them out to the side. And lower those arms on down. Go ahead and shake it on out. And just because we've done so much of the back of the shoulders, we're just going to do a front of the chest opener. So go ahead and sit nice and tall. Reach your arms on back. And if you can grab one wrist with your other wrist, or you can grab opposite elbows, opposite forearms, or clasp your hands, whichever one is good for you. Just hold on tight there and just sit nice and broad across the front of your chest. Keep your chin parallel to the earth. Sit nice and tall. And just take a couple breaths here. And then next exhale, release the bind, shake it on out. Okay, so before we go down, I'm going to do the full thread your needle. But this is a variation you can do just sitting. So if you take your right arm up to a T, cross it in front of your chest, have the left hand or left elbow wrap underneath that arm, and give a little tug. So this is the same thing you're doing down here on your cheek. You're just adding the twist with it, but you're still getting the shoulder. And we're going to do the full pose in just a second here, but I just wanted to show you another variation when you're sitting. And again, these poses can all be done sitting in a chair too. Everything I've done thus far can be done seated in a chair. So Laurel, if you and Nick want to do chair yoga, this is a great one for you guys to do as well. And if you want to add the next stretch, you can tilt your left ear to left shoulder. Inhale the head and neck back up to vertical. Release the bind on an exhale, shake it on out. Same thing, second side, left arm onto a T. Cross it in front of your chest, left right hand or elbow grabs that arm. Give a little tug, and again, see if we were down on our thing. Our face would be like this. And again, if you want to add the neck stretch, tilt the right ear to right shoulder. Try the neck back up to vertical. Exhale, release the bind. Shake it on out. So we are going to come into our full thread the needle now, or a variation using blankets or a block. So come into tabletop position. Shake your hips out a little bit. Let's squeeze in a cat and cow pose. Exhale, round your spine, chin to chest, come into cat. And inhale, belly low, chin up. One more time. Exhale, round the spine, chin to chest. And inhale, belly low, chin up. So for thread your needle, you usually keep one hand down. So we're gonna keep our left hand down, twist and raise that right arm up to the sky. So if here you need to raise the floor to you, you can raise the floor by putting your hand on a block, on blankets, whatever you've got to raise the floor up to you and get the twist and reach up to the sky. Similarly, if you were sitting in your chair, you can sit in your chair and you can have the block in front of you and reach up towards the sky. So a couple of variations here. Then when you're ready to come on down, so I'm going to stay in the chair and show you the first variation. You have your hand on the block, you're sitting in your chair, you're reaching towards the sky. You come on down and twist, and you tuck that right arm underneath. So you're still getting the twist, you're still getting the back of the shoulder stretch, but you've just sat in a chair and you've raised everything up to you to make it a little bit more comfortable to do. So that's one option. The other option is if you wanted to stay on the floor, you can twist and reach the right arm up, and then you're going to come down to thread the needle, but you're going to grab either your blankets, towels. I'm going to show you first with the blankets, and this is where you rest your shoulder on the blankets and then thread your needle. So it raises the floor up to you. So that's one option with the blankets, or you can also do with your shoulder. Or with your block rather. So you come on down, you rest your shoulder on the block, whatever setting you need. If you need it on the high setting, you can go on the high setting. So that just raises the floor up to you, making the pose a little bit easier to get into and out of, right? So take a couple breaths, whichever variation you're doing. And then you're slowly going to come on out, whether you're sitting in the chair or on the floor. Reach that right arm up. And then exhale that hand on down. So same thing, second side. So this time the right hand is going to be down on the floor and you're going to twist. It could be down on the block and twist, or last option is you can be sitting in the chair, your hands on the block and you're twisting. Any and all are totally fine. And then when you want to come down, you're going to come down, thread that left arm underneath the right, and stay there. If you were on the floor, you grab your block, so the left arm is up, and you come on down, and you rest your shoulder on that block, and raise the right arm up. Or if you have blankies, same thing. You got more space, you can rest the shoulder, you can even rest the head, and reach up. So any and all variations are totally fine. Do what works with your body. Take a couple breaths here. And then when you're ready, slowly untwist that left arm, take it back up to the sky, reach high, high, high. And then exhale, lower that left arm back on down. Shake your hips out a little bit. And then just go ahead, curl your toes under, plant your hands. You can go ahead and push back to a downward facing dog if you'd like, or if you want to, you can curl the toes under and then step the feet back forward. So we're going to end up going to our chair in a minute here. So if you're in a dog, go ahead and step your feet forward, ending in a forward fold. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale and bow. Again, inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, fold. One more time, halfway lift. This time, go ahead and reach those arms out straight. Palms are facing down. Go ahead and try and squeeze those shoulder blades together, getting a broad opening across the front of the chest. And then exhale, release and fold. Inhale here. Exhale, slowly begin to roll back on up, reaching those arms out and up. Exhale to mountain pose. Take a deep breath in, deep breath out. Okay, so I told you we were going to use our chair for some thread the needle things too. So I'm going to turn sideways. Just going to kick my blankies out of the way. And you're going to come in a downward facing dog on your chair. So just another variation. So you can release your left arm and you can twist, bending the left knee and reach underneath your right arm. That's another variation of your thread the needle. Take a couple breaths here. Then inhale, reach that left arm back. Take a deep breath in, deep breath out. Next, inhale, release that right arm, start to reach in underneath the left. Bend that right knee. Go ahead and look under that left arm. Inhale that right arm back to the chair. And then again, take a deep breath in. Deep breath out. Another option for your thread the needle takes a different variation. Maggie, it's okay, honey. Is you're just going to release that right arm. And you're just going to reach it towards that left leg, left ankle, whatever is, sorry, Maggie's turn. Maggie, no. So, if you cannot reach any part of your left leg, go ahead and shorten your stance a little bit so that you can grab onto somewhere on your left leg. So whether it be your thigh, your knee, your calf, your ankle, shorten your stance if you can't reach anything. And then what you're going to do is you're going to use that hand and you're going to pull and activate that right shoulder. Left arm is still up and you can kind of twist. So again, another variation. So you're pulling with that right arm, that right hand. You're looking underneath that left arm. Your knees can be slightly bent or they can be straight. Take a couple breaths here. And then next, inhale, release the right hand back. Shimmy your bum out a little bit. And then again, you're going to release the left hand and grab onto, again, thigh, back of the knee, calf, ankle, whatever you can grab. Shorten your stance again if you have to so you can reach something. And then you're going to pull with that left arm. And then you're just going to look underneath that right arm. Inhale, release that left hand, take it back to the chair. Take a breath or two here. Step your feet back to your downward facing dog if you move them closer. Just take a breath or two here. And then slowly come back up. Step forward. Shake it out. So this next one I'm going to show you against the wall. It doesn't really look so great here in my yoga room because I don't have a huge wall. So please just bear with me. I'm going to do the left arm first so I think I can capture it better. So you are just going to take the back of your left arm, so the back of your palm facing away from you, palm facing towards you. And you're just going to walk closer to the wall. And you're going to use the wall to be your thread the needle. So you just start to turn your body slowly off to the left until you feel that. So you're here against the wall, the back of the arm is there, and you're just going to slowly turn your body towards the wall, walking off to the left until you feel that stretch on the outside of that shoulder. And then once you got that little stretch so you feel the pull, you're just going to hang out there and take a few breaths. So again, it's another variation using your wall. And then slowly walk away from the wall to the right. Lower that left arm down, shake it out. Move to the right side on this other wall, because I'm right in the corner here. So again, I have my arm crossed in front of my chest. Back of the arm is up against the wall. Step closer to the wall. And then slowly start to walk my body off to the right till I feel the tug across the front of my right shoulder. When I feel that tug and it feels good, I hang out there and take a few breaths. Then next inhale, slowly walk off to the left. Lower that arm down. Shake it on out. Okay, come have a seat in your chair. Because remember I said we were also going to do thread the needle with the legs, right? Yes. So, sit in your chair, sit nice and tall. I need to sit at the edge of my seat because my legs are so short. So, we do this a lot, either sitting down on the floor, and when we do our chair yoga, we do this a lot. You're gonna take your right ankle, cross it over the left knee. Again, you can just sit here nice and tall. This is great, it's good enough. If you wanna deepen it, you can keep your spine long and lean forward. So again, it's like you're threading the leg across, threading the needle across. If you want to go a little bit deeper, you can put your block or your blanket down in front of you by your foot, and you can reach your hands down for that block. So it's going a little deeper still. If you can reach the floor, that's great too. It's all in how flexible and how you want to go. So just take a few breaths here, getting into those hips. And then slowly, if you're leaning forward, roll back up. Then you're going to take that right knee, you're going to cross it all the way over. So here's the thread again, this time you're going on top. You're going to sit tall, you can hold on to your seat, and you're going to lean forward. Keep both feet nice and flexed, so legs active all the way down. Lean on forward. If this is enough for you, stay right here. If you want to go a little further, release the hands and reach them forward. Then you're activating your core to help support you. You're pressing down hard with that left foot into the earth. You're not dumping on your legs either. You got your spine supported nice and long, core, stomach pulling into your spine. Take a couple breaths here. And then next, exhale, slowly roll back up. Uncross that leg. Go ahead and butterfly. Same thing, second side. Take your left ankle over the right knee. Flex both feet. You can sit here and sit tall, and that's great. If you want to go a little further, keep your spine long, and you can lean forward till you feel it. Last option is if you want to reach the hands down to a block or blankets, whatever you've got in front of you, or if it's another chair, the back of a chair, whatever feels good. Next inhale, slowly roll back up. Exhale. Cross that left knee all the way over. Both feet are nice hard flex, sit nice and tall. And then go ahead and lean forward. You can hold onto the sides of your chair and lean forward, keeping your spine long. Or the next option is if you want to let go of the hands, activate that core, and reach those arms on forward. Your leg is still threading the needle. And then exhale, slowly roll on back. Lower the arms on down. Uncross the leg. Shake the legs on and out. Butterfly them. And then we're going to do a balance pose with our thread, the needle. So go ahead and grab your chair or your wall. I'm just going to put my chair to the side. So I'm shifting all my weight to my right leg. And I'm going to lift my left knee up. And I am going to, actually hang on. Shift the weight to your right leg, sorry. Bend both knees. Then shift that left knee over the right. So you're in your eagle leg pose. So that's your threading where you're crossing over. You can stay right here if that's enough for you. If you want to try and work some balance, you could try hovering, you could try releasing the arms. Or last option is if you want to double wrap or you want to thread the arms as well, wrap the left arm under the right and then fold at the elbows. Then you are in your eagle pose. If you want to double wrap the foot, you can try wrapping the foot around. I can only do it on the one side. So now you're all threaded up and just breathe. If you've threaded the arms, release the arms to the side, lower around down, straighten that bottom leg and uncross the top. Shake everything out. Woo! Did I ever tell you guys how eagle pose is probably one of my least favorite yoga poses ever? I just, not a fan. That's probably why you guys don't have me teaching it too much to do in class. Anyway, so weight shifts to the left leg. Go ahead and sit in your chair a little bit. Take the right knee, cross it over the left. Again, you can stay right here if you would like. You can hover the hands for balance. You can take the arms down out to a T. Last option is if you want to eagle the arms, cross the right arm on top, bend at the elbows. And see the side, I can't double wrap my foot. Either way, just breathe wherever you're at. Release the arms out to the side, lower them back to the chair, straighten the bottom leg, uncross, walk it on out. Woo! If that wasn't the threading the needle of all needles, I don't know what was. Okay, last one we're gonna do before we get down back to the mat is we're just gonna do gentleman's pose. So it's sort of similar, but I don't think it's as tough as eagle pose. So go ahead and sit in your chair, bending both knees. Take the right ankle, cross it over the left. So it's like you're doing your hip opener. Again, you can stay right here, or you can try hovering, or you can try and find some balance. So here's the thread right here with the leg. Or you can bring your hands to prayer, and you can begin to sit back and fold forward. There is your gentleman's pose. Any and all variations are fine. And if you fold it forward, slowly start to come up. Reach the hand back for the chair. Uncross the leg. Walk it up and out. One more balanced pose. And then we're sitting back down. So, sit in your chair again. Weight shifts to the right foot. Left ankle on top of that knee. Go ahead and sit in your gentleman's pose. Your hand can stay on the chair, it can hover, it can reach out, it can reach up, it can come to prayer. Any and all are fine. Last option is if you want to fold forward, keeping your spine long, you can fold forward. If you fold it forward, come back up. Reach your hands back for the chair. Straighten the bottom leg, uncross the top, walk it on out, and then just take a dog at your chair real quick. Just release any tension that might have built up in the back side of the body. And then walk back to your chair. You can sit back in your chair if you were doing chair yoga before, or you can come have a seat on your mat. Oh, right? Yay. Okay, so stretch your legs on out nice and long. Flex those feet. We're just going to do a seated forward fold just because it feels so good. Reach those arms up. And then exhale, fold forward, rounding your spine. Inhale, walk the hands back up. Sit tall. Take your left leg out to a slight angle. Your right foot comes to the inside, so here's your sort of threading again. Sit tall with your spine. Walk the hands down and fold over that left leg. You can reach your right hand towards that left foot and grab a hold. If you can't do that, you can always use a strap. If you are sitting in your chair, you can take that right foot, place it on a block, and still reach for that left foot. Next inhale, slowly come up. Kick the right leg out to a slight angle, pull that left foot in to meet the other inner thigh. Sit nice and tall, twist your body over the right leg, walk the hands down and fold again. Again, left hand can reach towards the right foot. You can use a strap to grab that foot. Or again, if you are sitting in a chair, your right foot goes out at an angle, the foot goes to a block inside the leg and the knee flops out, and you can reach for that right foot. You can also place a strap on it if you wanted to. So any and all variations, again, are totally fine. And inhale, walk yourself back on up. Kick the legs on out, shake them out. And then come lay down on your mats. And go ahead and take your right ankle, cross it over the left knee. And you're just going to drop both legs off to the left and swing your arms to the right. Inhale, come back to center. Uncross that right ankle. Stop your feet a little bit. Take the left ankle over right knee. Drop both knees off to the right. Swing your arms to the left. And then inhale, come back to center. Uncross that left leg. Take your arms out to a T, pull the knees into the chest, and then stretch them up towards the sky. Take a few breaths here. And then one at a time, bend the knees back into your chest. One at a time, lower your feet back down to your mat. And then stretch your legs long, reach those arms up overhead, full body stretch. And then on your next exhale, lower the arms down by the sides. Take your legs about as wide as your mat. Sit with your arms away from your body, palms facing up. If you were seated in your chair, you can stay in your chair and just get comfy. Let your body sink into the earth. Relax and be still. And just breathe. If you'd like to stay in Shavasana for a few more moments, please feel free to do so. If you're not able to, begin to deepen your breath. Make some small movements with your fingers and your toes. Go ahead and bend those knees on up. Drop the knees off to the right side and roll onto your right side. Pause there. And then when you're ready, come back to a comfortable seated position. Keep your eyes closed. bring your hands to your heart center. Thank you guys for practicing with me today. I greatly appreciate all your love and all your support. And remember, try to focus on what you have in abundance. What are your little gifts, not what you're lacking. What's working for you right now? Focus on that. Focus on the positive, all of life's little treasures. And hang on to that. You'll be so much happier. May you be safe. May you be healthy. May you be happy. And may your mind be at ease. Together we bow and say, Namaste. Thank you guys so much. Love and miss you all. Ladies who I saw today, it was so good to see you. Those who I didn't see today, I know you guys were there with us in spirit. We felt your love, we felt your energy. And I hope you are all doing well, staying safe, washing hands, wearing masks. And yeah, just sending you lots of love and hugs from me to you. Have a good night, everybody. Mwah. Bye.